First thing I want to mention is hope, first of all, everyone's doing well. I know we're in all different locations. Some are in Southern Nevada, California, other states, other countries even. So hope everybody's doing well and taking care of business best they can. And friends and family are well as and they're healthy and all that kind of thing. Uh, at this point, we've been going a couple, 3 weeks. So looks like everybody's pretty familiar with what we're doing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We have a similar routine every single week. The biggest concern that I have is making sure that your groups interact and work toward getting your final project video completed. Uh, as I mentioned before, I think last week they made it very clear that we're not going to be having the May 2nd at the Innovation Center. So that's out. So on my calendar, the videos would be due, the URL that's uploaded to YouTube, we do on noon, April 30th. I need to review everything before I release it to a grade. UNR requires that I view all videos that are created before I go forward. A couple of times I've had the wrong URL. A couple of times I've had URLs that were marked private, not public, so nobody could see them. So I need to see them by noon, April 30th. That's a Thursday. If they're fine, I think we're pretty much done. It's up in the air what we're going to do on the last day of class, May 4th. I may be able to let that go under the circumstances. And if your video is complete and there's no major errors in it, you could be done at that point. Realize that last week of class, before April 30th, that Monday before, we will have the final collaboration rubric, which was number 2. And that's really critical, especially now since I'm not in the room and I can't go around and help everybody. So if you're not collaborating and you're not working together, that score will drop. So make sure that you're having some way to communicate, whether it's group text, FaceTime, Zoom, Google Docs, whatever it is. Make sure that everybody's doing their part, because those numbers will come out and it will affect your final grade if you're really not participating. Occasionally, and quite often even, I've been occasionally, quite often, there's one person in a group that becomes the central figure. That's very common. If they take a strong leadership role and other people do very little or anything, I usually give them extra credit. I'm pretty aware of who those people are. I keep track of that every single week. So I would say here at the end, you have to step up to the plate and do your part in order to get as many points as possible on the final project. Just a reminder, every Saturday, so tomorrow, which would be the 11th of April at noon, I will have your weekly syllabus for next week up there, so you know ahead of time. There's plenty of time before Monday to know what you have to do for the week. So that'll be up there. I usually get the grades up there hopefully by Monday morning, so you can see where your grades are at this point in the grade book. As a reminder, any questions, any confusions, any personal difficulties, family issues, anything like that, always text me, keep me informed, so you're not just disappearing off the face of the map, so I know what's going on there for you so I can help out. I think that's pretty much it for now. Hopefully, if you got stuck on doing your video and you're not really clear on it, you've gotten a hold of Nick Gapp, G-A-P-P, at the UNR Media Lab. As I mentioned before, if you email him, which I've sent out to everybody, allow 24 hours to get back to you. He's very, very helpful. So keep that in mind. So I'll be back and talk to you next Friday with any updates, changes, additions, confusions, any questions that need to be answered, and keep you clear on what we're going to do forward. But realize we're definitely less than a month away from completing this course, and really most of you are doing quite well at this point, so let's keep it up.